speaking of getting around, a new report highlights some serious potential reliability issues with electric vehicles. According to Consumer Reports, electric cars have nearly 80 more engine problems than traditional cars. A survey found EV owners reported frequent issues with battery and charging systems, and the findings were even worse for hybrids. Drivers also reported 150% more problems than gas-powered vehicles. That's due to the complexity of combining combustion engines with electric drive. I hope you feel smarter after hearing that story. There has been a push by the White House, though, and California to make half of all cars in the U.S. electric in less than 10 years. But now car dealerships across the country, they're urging President Biden to pump the brakes. Nearly 4,000 auto dealers from all 50 states pinned a letter to President Biden about what they see as an unrealistic electric vehicle mandate. They say that customers just aren't buying them. In fact, just last month, Ford walked back plans to expand EV production after losing more than $1 billion on EVs last quarter. Now, despite the slowdown, the White House is hoping EVs, electric vehicles, make up 2/3 of all cars sold in the U.S. by the year 2032. Joining us right now is Mickey Anderson, President and CEO of the Baxter Auto Group. Good morning to you. Thanks for being here. You know, car dealers, they've known something. They've known these sales are not exactly on pace with the government's ambitious goals for a little while now. But what made you want to write this letter or join in on this letter?
Well, good morning, first of all, and thanks for having me. As it became clear that this plan by the EPA was going to require the majority of vehicles made in a very short period of time to be all electric, we thought it was important that we represented the voice of the customer. Fundamentally, this plan really would require Americans to pay more money for cars that are currently a lot less reliable. And we see a huge disconnect between the ambitions of this mandate and the reality on the show floor and what we're hearing from our customers.
That's a very nice way to put it. I think people listening at home understand there are a lot of politics involved in these particular decisions. The letter, however, stayed practical, emphasizing the lack of demand for EVs, like you've mentioned, despite incentives from the automakers and the U.S. government. So what do you believe and what do other car dealers believe is the alternative?
Well, look, we see the electrification of the fleet as something that will likely happen over time, but this can't be rushed. So we need time for the infrastructure to develop. We need time for the cars to become more and more affordable, more reliable. I think that what we're hearing from our customers is not, a complete disdain of the technology, but rather we're going to need time for the customer to kind of catch up with this mandate. From our view, it would appear that this is kind of the government's, let them eat cake moment. As we're trying to reduce carbon and protect the environment, we can't put the entire burden on the American taxpayer.
Right. And a lot of people don't want to spend money right now on a car, and most EVs are considered more of a luxury item, especially with the sticker price. Is the lack of demand for EVs hurting dealerships right now, do you think?
Well, I mean, currently, we are certainly seeing our day supply of EVs. They're the highest among the cars that we stock, and that's true for all brands. But the larger consideration is going off into the future. Keep in mind that today, after a lot of government investment, billions of dollars of taxpayer money, and a lot of investment by the car companies and a lot of losses, that heavily stimulated sales rate is still just 7%.
Wow.
So when you think about 50%, and that's a mandated production goal, we certainly see a problem, moving forward.
Yeah, there's a big disparity between 7% and 50% of all people in the U.S. driving and enjoying electric vehicles. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.